guys. Welcome back to the Stephan reaction show. So I was actually going to do Millennial Money today, and then I saw 100,000 what? Reacting to Millionaire Reacts, the world's most expensive hotel room, $100,000 per night.
Welcome back to the Stephan show. My name is Graham, and welcome to my show. And yes, you might have noticed. Now, with that said, let's watch this video.
This is a hotel room, and not just any hotel room, but rather the most expensive.
Off the bat, real quick, if you're going to review $100,000 per night, I'm gonna need better lighting than this, okay? Granted, I love the vintage filter. Maybe I use it a tad bit too much, but you better believe if your girl was reviewing a $100,000 per night hotel, the lighting's gotta be just perfect.
Hotel room on the planet at a cost of $100,000 per night.
At this point, I think I would honestly watch Doug review anything. Now, for those that haven't watched,
until you look over there, and then you see some sharks. The sharks are there because they're art from the world-famous artist Damien Hurst.
I want that. Damien Hurst has some great art, by the way. Damien Hurst, I believe he does some of the butterflies. Hold on one sec. Yeah, okay, so Damien Hurst, he does some of these cool butterflies and stuff like that. Really.
Okay, I want to respect artists, but I don't know how to sometimes when I know everything is art, considered art in some way, but I just don't, it's butterflies, okay? Like, I can draw a butterfly, you know what I mean? Like, I hate when people make such a huge deal about artists, and it's like they did kids' work, you know? And, God, I mean, forgive me, but for anyone who was just super offended by what I just said, but I just hate it when people are like, oh my gosh, like, look at this person.
Artist. I love that shark piece. I want a shark piece like that.
It's all right.
Turn to your left, and then you see a medicine cabinet, which seems oddly placed until you discover that it, too, is a piece of art from Damien Hurst. This one is called Vegas.
How is that art? Okay, like, listen, I'm pretty accepting of some odd art. That's not art.
I can already tell you that this hotel room is probably going to be bullshit. If this medicine cabinet is art, this hotel room is bullshit. You know what this hotel room is? This hotel room is the room they couldn't give to other people, so that's why they made it $100,000 when you're putting freaking medicine as freaking art. That's what this I can already tell you that's what this hotel room is.
The medicine cabinet to someone going through some issues. That's not a healthy medicine cabinet. I don't think. Specifically
with butterflies and medicine or pills. Keep that in your mind as I'm showing you around, because there are a lot of rather
he
interesting...
said keep that in your mind? Hell no, this room is shit. Hell no, he said to keep that in your mind. You mean there's more of this crazy ass shit to come. Sorry for the profanity, but there's more of this to come. There's more.
Easter eggs related to those items. And there's more art worth noting right off the bat. For instance, above the bar, you have these marlins in these glass cases, which is a really cool look you can see from a lot of different parts of the room.
Dear road rivals.
Ooh, I love like aquarium stuff, dinosaur stuff like that. I want this stuff in my place.
I don't like that. Hello, isn't Las Vegas like right next to California where there's earthquakes? What the hell happens when the shit shakes? Like, I don't want to know. I'm gonna think I'm that type of person that can't have the fan. Like, you know those like ceiling fans? I cannot sleep under a ceiling fan because I'm afraid it's just gonna fall. Like, I don't like stuff hanging because they have that potential to fall. You know, when it's hung, it can fall.
Wow.
Although my personal favorite art piece is next to the dining room table. It's this wall of pills called money. You can see there's just pills and more pills.
You know what? This hotel room is advertising drugs. They're like, hey guys, you know, if you're really high, if you're really just on some cocaine or something, yeah, drugs. That's what this hotel room is. They're advertising drugs and they're passing it off as art.
striking look, but it's one that I find rather amusing and interesting, and certainly worth checking out.
That's neat. Actually, okay, so that I see, like the stack pills like that, fine. But a medicine cabinet, I'm gonna go on record, that's not art.
Take a look.
No, none of that is art right there.
At the top of this bar, it's medical waste. These aren't used medical supplies, to be clear, but you do have these medical gloves and pill wrappers and tubes.
There you go, guys. The reason why this room is $100,000 per night, because no one wants this room. No one wants this room, okay? And so what they did, this Palm, whatever the hell hotel this is, what they did was, you know what? Since no one's gonna want this room, let's just price it at some outrageous price per night. So that's gonna make people want this room. So when they get it, they're gonna feel like they actually got like a huge big deal. When in reality, no one wants this room. Zero.
Why? Why would you do that? It looks like a landfill. Why would you want that in your bar? I don't know. I'd much rather a piece of nice stone or quartz or marble or like something like that. I think would be a lot better, but yeah.
And next up, let's move back into the living area for one of the great seating areas of all time. Now, I say that in part because of this view. You look out over the strip, you can see all the other
I'm sorry,
casinos.
if I'm paying $100,000 per night, there better be nothing in my view. There better not even be like a little dot in the window. Nothing in my view. I need to see the view. It's $100,000 per night. Yo, I'm getting mad. Like, this hotel room is getting me mad.
Mountains in the distance, a gorgeous place to be. But to me, the more interesting view is in here because you have the world's longest couch.
Look at that! Look at that couch! How much is that? That couch has got to be worth, I don't know, 70 grand, $80,000 minimum for something like that. Like, you're not buying that at IKEA. Unless you wanted to, like, you could buy those individual, like, the sectional pieces if you want to ever extend your couch. And they just went crazy with the extensions. Technically, you could just start doing that, but this is a crazy couch.
Now, I don't know if this is actually the world's longest couch, but it's got to be in the running. It kind of snakes all the way around the room, clearly custom
Okay,
designed.
that's pointless to me. That's absolutely freaking pointless. I would rather buy like individual, sections and stuff, because really, how much did they pay to have that? They had to have obviously that custom made for it to fit each corner, which sounds just like a waste of freaking money. I really don't know I don't know who's like in charge of signing off on stupid shit like this for a designer or whatever, but it's a waste of money. Like, fire the designer. I don't care if it was by the artist, whoever, I forgot his name already. Like, this is ridiculous to me, a waste of money. Ugh.
I counted, and you could get 30 people on here comfortably with enough room to kind of move around.
It's cool. I like that. I want to see his metric for how he measured that out. If he actually like sat, maybe had some space in between, or if he just measured and eyeballed it. But I want to see his process for doing that.
So what do all these people do when they're sitting on their giant couch? Well, the answer is they can watch TV if they want to, of course. You can see there's a TV
Why
here
is it so
facing
small?
like maybe a third of the couch.
Too small of a TV. Biggest complaint. Too small. TV's got to be double the size, or a projector.
But just in case you feel like you're being left out from the TV experience, don't worry. Go along the back of the TV and you can see it's double-sided. And there's speakers on both sides.
All right, I take that back. Listen, having a double-sided TV like that...
No. What is it? Like, Barbie sits and watch TV on one side, and then we can't hear... We're supposed to ignore Ken's, like, football playing and all that stuff in the background while Barbie's sitting here watching something. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how can you if you have a TV on each side, how is the volume not going to affect? How can you 100% enjoy what you're watching with knowing you have to hear the volume on the other side? This sounds stupid to me. Am I is my anger a little bit too much here? This sounds so stupid. Like, they're trying to make stuff cool that just isn't cool realistically. If I'm watching my show, if I want to watch like the freaking, I don't know, the Vampire Diaries, and then on the other side of the TV, I have to hear, oh, touchdown. You know what I mean? Like, make it make sense. That sounds like a horrible experience.
Makes up for the lack of size. Because you can do double the things with it and half the size. That's what she said.
Walk all the way across the lower floor of the empathy suite, past the bar, and you get over to the second
What's up
sitting
with the
room,
stuff blocking
which is a
the
little bit
windows, too? $100,000 per night. Okay, I'm zipping up.
But it still has all of the same magical touches, including the wonderful view. More importantly, though, it has these swings.
I hate the stickers on the window. I think it just obstructs the view. Like you should be highlighting this view and not putting like medicine, pharmacy stickers on. This looks like a college dorm room where they just throw stickers everywhere. I'm not a fan of that.
And next up, moving on from that second living area, you come behind another wall with a giant television and you enter what I'm calling the game area, because you have some games in here. For one thing, you have like a psychedelic pool table,
No, it's ugly. It's ugly. Honestly, every single time now, at this point, every single time that the camera is moving into a different room, I get scared. Like, this is not it. I hate everything. I hate everything.
Pool table, not like any you've probably ever played on before. Over on the other side of the room, you have a foosball table, which is also rather interesting because it's glass.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you have more than like $50 million, things just turn into glass. Like you start getting glass tables, glass pianos, glass pool tables, glass foosball tables.
Come out from the bar and from the living areas, open the door, and you can see this is the coolest balcony I have ever seen. The coolest balcony you have ever seen. The coolest balcony anyone has ever seen. One major reason for that, of course, is
the butterflies are ugly in the pool. Like, I just don't. This is not a girl's. Like, this is. I just feel like it's too much. The polka dots, the butterflies. Like, this actually reminds me what Graham had stated earlier of like the 90s, and they're just trying to. All right, I'm just done with this.
Pool, which actually hangs out over the hotel, facing toward the Vegas Strip and all of the other casinos and the bright lights.
Yeah, I gotta say, this pool looks incredible. I love this. To me, this would be worth it. Like, I think more hotel rooms should just have pools attached to them. Like, imagine if every room along that side just has pool, 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 pool. Just throw a pool on it, charge 10 times more for the room. Like, even $3,000 a night with the pool, I think would be. People would love that.
But anyway, even though the balcony is my personal favorite part of this entire room.
More butterflies.
Oh, it's a little too many butterflies. Like, I liked when you walked in and there's a few like cool art pieces that kind of accentuate the room. You have like a Damien Hurst over there, and then you have another Damien Hurst, and then
moment that Doug dude was like, keep that in mind. He said something in the beginning like, keep that in mind. I already knew. Like, this place is just not it.
Walk up the stairs and there's another Damien Hurst, and you go look out the windows and there's more Damien Hurst, and then you go to sleep and you dream about Damien Hurst. It's too much. It looks to me too much. I would love to have just seen a few select pieces in there that add a fun little whimsical touch to it, but this is too much.
Then you can see more Damien Hurst art on this landing, all the additional butterflies. And next up, you turn to the right when you get to the top of the stairs and you enter a bedroom, which is insanely huge. I say that because you're currently looking at like a large room.
Again, why are you trying to obstruct the view? I think this would look so much better without those things in the window.
The bathroom is quite large, as you can tell, but that's not the most opulent part of the bathroom. You have in this bathroom a built-in room
more butterflies
just for massaging.
Someone really likes butterflies. I mean, there's got to be checks and balances here. Like, when someone's designing a room, there should at least be 10 people who need to sign off on this along the way. You would think that, like, among the list of people who have to, like, design this place, someone would say, hey, might be too many butterflies. Let's cool it down. We'll let you keep a fourth of them. Not all the butterflies, but you can keep some of them.
That's what I'm saying, Graham. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was already thrown off. Like he was like in the beginning, oh my gosh, look, no. I was already thrown off. Now I'm just like at this point livid. This is the room you give someone who you don't like. You give that rich asshole who thinks he knows everything, talks down to people. You give him this room. This is the room you give him. I mean, this room is the evilest room you can give any person. You give the douchebag, you give the piece of shit this room.
Nobody said that. So, someone had too many yes men on their team just saying yes to butterflies.
And next up, you walk across the upstairs landing and you enter the second bedroom suite. I'm going to start with the bedroom where it's fairly similar to the one I already showed you. Another rather large bedroom with another amazing sweeping view. I also like in this bedroom foyer, you have this little table, which is all mirrors and kind of jagged edges, triangles, cutouts.
Ooh, I like that. See, I like stuff like this. Stuff like this is unique, looks cool, and best of all, there's no butterflies. I don't see a single butterfly on this thing. That's why I like it.
But probably the most unbelievable thing on the second floor of this hotel room is in here.
It's got to be the safe. They all have safes. I bet the safe here is incredible. Because chances are the person who's coming here probably has
Okay, it wouldn't be smart. If I was paying $100,000 per night, it wouldn't be smart for them to show us the safe. You know what I mean? How stupid of them on that part. Because I mean, I watched so many movies. I forget this. It was that show where they were in Vegas all the time. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But you know, you can watch people come in and then like they take these saws and stuff and they like break into the safe because they know where the safe is at. So I think it's really bad on their part to even show the safe because it's just safety reasons, you know? You can show this ugly piece of you can show this hotel room, but I just think it's so wrong, and I hope they cut it from the video because that's just not, it's not safe to do that, period.
$500,000 worth of like clothing, jewelry, bags,
not safe.
Maybe up to like $1 million worth of like actual cash with them. Gotta have.
All right, let's see the safe.
Because you go in here,
let's see it,
and you have the salt room. Ah, yes. The salt room.
Oh, it's not a safe. Never mind.
You turn this little switch on the outside to turn on the salt. Then you come in here and apparently salt particles start to fill the room.
Okay, would anyone even know? Would anyone even know? Would you know? You can literally just say, hey, this is a salt room. You turn something on, and in our minds, we think there's salt that comes into the room. You know, will we even know? No. So, for all I know, this is not a salt room.
You sit back and relax, and it's supposed to help with your allergies or your aura or just making you feel more relaxed. And by the way, one thing I love about the salt room, in addition to the fact that it merely exists, is little designs on the walls.
It's another butterfly. I'm grown to really dislike butterflies now.
And finally, we move on to the last interesting bit of the empathy suite, which is the bathroom off of the second bedroom, which of course features, once again, its own dedicated massage room. You come in here, you can see there's a little exercise room with a treadmill, you keep going, and then you're in the massage room.
It looks too much. Too many butterflies, and I don't the wallpaper. I would be shocked if someone walks in and is like, wow, I love the wall. I love those butterflies everywhere. I love that that we basically got the whole periodic table of medications just everywhere for me to look at. I love that. I love that when I go and look at my view, I see like butterflies. Who said? I guarantee. Maybe there's one person out there who likes this.
I don't even think there's one person out here who would like this much. Like, I don't know. This room is weird as fuck. Like, you know, this room pisses me off. I don't even know what it is. I think it's because it's $100,000 per night in this room. And this is what you get. This room, like, you know, I was in a happy mood before I saw this room.
If I had $1 million to gamble, I would not be happy with this.
And so that's the empathy suite at the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas. Probably the most extravagant, luxurious, and expensive hotel room on the planet.
All right, so we just finished
and
the
I'll
video.
make sure to never ever go there.
And here's the thing. I love Doug Demuro. So like all of my criticism is not directed towards Doug at all. But the room itself, in my opinion, it's atrocious. It's a real...
It's shit.
ugly, and at first I was really captivated, like, oh cool, Damien Hurst, that's nice, he's got a few pieces in there, but once you walked in and you see the medicine cabinet on display, I'm like, that's kind of weird, but we could get over that because art. But then once you see just the butterflies, it's a weird looking room, and I'm surprised that nobody said stop. Nobody in the entire process was like, someone's putting up the butterflies.
No, you know why? You know why? Okay, so we're done. You know what it is? Here's what it is. It's a game. I'm sure, I have a theory. This is what these employees do. They're like, oh my gosh, who's the rich asshole of the night? Who gave you dirty looks? Who was really rude to you? Oh, so-and-so. Okay, we're going to give him that room. That is what's going on. That's really the theory here, because that room is shit. Like, listen, poor girl out here in these streets. We're happy with this room. I don't need that room for sure. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, damn, that room got me so mad. But I guess it was a fun video to definitely react to, but I was not expecting that. I was expecting me feeling somewhat like, jealous and envied at the end. Instead, I feel very proud and happy. So maybe I am happy for watching that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this reaction to Graham. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.